captain's knots. I find it interesting and challenging to try to evaluate someone like Bud. Working out of the manual today, a professional speaker, I'm going to pass on that manual. But it's a very good one for you. And one of the things that you mentioned when we talked before the speech was that it wasn't a humorous speech, or you didn't want it to be a humorous speech, but you certainly, I think, met the purpose of what was there of being entertaining, and I'll talk a little bit more about humor as we go. Your opening of the speech, Mom, I'm heading down to the river. You immediately brought in the audience and get people involved in your speech. And you did that several times through the course of the speech, which is an excellent way to try to keep people interested in what you're trying to talk about. You use words and phrases extremely well. The river calls to you, life's energy, blue of the river, yellow of the sky. And it's very well done how you present the speech itself. You do use humor very well through the speech. Initially, I was thinking maybe you didn't use enough humor, but in a long speech like this, and Bud's going to use this in an even longer speech, about 45 minutes, I do think it's important that you have to have some tidbits of humor throughout the speech to, again, keep your audience interested in what you're doing and kind of move it along so it's not so even of a keel. And another thing that you do extremely well is your vocal variety, your animation. I like how you do that. I wish I could do more of that in a speech like mine. The way you structured this speech, and Bud's going to use this in a lot longer speech, as I mentioned before. The knots, the concept of the knots, give you the ability to have your opening, have your conclusion, and vary the length of it depending on the audience, the time, all those different things like that. So when you did your speech this morning, you went through knot 1, knot 2. My comment, you might want to work with the timer a little bit, because I think you needed to skip knot 3 because your conclusion was obviously short to me, and I know you're big on completing things on time, so you need to get your full conclusion in, and this we're probably 2 minutes long at least for the conclusion. So you can work with the timer to maybe give you an extra white flag or something so you know that it's coming, so you can fit in your full conclusion, because I thought you brought it to the end a little bit too quick this time. Other than that, great speech, and enjoyed it.